just got over here to Bahar Restaurant. Ridiculously good food, so I'm excited. I'll show you what I get. Anyways, most of you guys know, as I mentioned, I do live with my parents. I moved back in here in, I believe, I want to say October of this last year. So it's been about 6 months, which is longer than I expected to be here. I moved back here to save some money and to save some money for specific things I want to do in the very near future. Things I want to do for my woman. Pretty much, I had a friend call me out the other night saying that I moved back home and I got comfortable. And it's actually true. I mean, when I'm here, I am comfortable. I mean, I have a better relationship with my parents than I really ever have. A very genuine and honest relationship with them, which is nice. And then I get to see my nephew every Tuesday because my mom babysits him. Both my parents run their own businesses, so I usually work from home because I have silence and I have peace all day long to work. But recently, even before my friend called me out on that stuff, I actually started having a few little realizations. And I noticed that I was starting to get comfortable. I almost started feeling like I was getting myself stuck based on that comfort. And I was coming up with all sorts of justifications, like my parents need me, that sort of thing. And I mean, truth is, my parents would be entirely fine without me. And I think it's time for me to really start moving forward on getting my own place again. Before I used to live with roommates, it's gotten really hard to, I guess, trust that sort of a situation, like finding a random roommate to live with, especially in the position that Stace and I are in at this point, and our businesses and all the social stuff, and it's just gotten a little rough to get that sort of stuff figured out. But I have a few friends who I may be able to get something figured out with. It's good timing. Their lease is up, and although I would love to go get a new DedFit space right now and be focusing on work and sleeping out of the warehouse and all of that, I can't find a single space that has a shower, and that's a little crucial. So that's where I'm at right now. Got a little bit too comfortable in a situation where my parents really saved me. I was very, very grateful that they were even willing to let me move back home when finances got tight and my roommate was moving out and I couldn't find a new one that I felt like I could trust, you know? So very grateful for them and letting me move back here. And I think the hardest thing about moving back home with your parents, especially when you get along with them, is getting stuck and then waking up one day and realizing, oh shoot, I'm a 25-year-old man baby living with my parents, and I'm sure they'd be fine with me living here for a long time, but that's just not the best thing for me. And in reality, the last 6 months, my life has sped up dramatically. I'm barely even home, which kind of makes it hard for me to feel like it's worth getting a place, but my life has sped up dramatically. However, my life at home has slowed down, if that makes sense. So I'm traveling all the time. I have so much on my plate, but my actual productivity and performance level is lower because I've become comfortable here. And I need to get uncomfortable again. I need to have that feeling. I used to really be able to make myself uncomfortable all the time in order to constantly progress and grow as a person and in my life. So I got some stuff to figure out here, but I will keep you guys updated and let you know what I decide to do, and I'm excited. I love change, and I love new, exciting journeys and adventures, and I like when life's difficult. As weird as that sounds, I like when things are tough. I like when things suck. In a way, I thrive off that. It's the comfort that gets me, that messes with my head. It's any sort of disappointment in myself because of becoming comfortable and feeling stuck like that that's really what messes with my head the most. But if I'm just scraping by, feeling like I'm getting dragged through the mud all the time every day and sleeping 2 hours a night and bodybuilding and sticking to my diet as much as I possibly can and doing cardio and training like crazy, and that's how I thrive. Like, the harder my life is, the better I do, the better I feel. It's really strange. I don't know how to explain it, but I know a lot of people like that. A lot of the most successful people that I know are very much like that until they make a whole lot and get too comfortable again. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna move on. Not gonna keep you here all day, so I'll see you in a little bit. That was weird. I didn't actually put my hand over the lens because I don't want to push the camera off the blender bottle I'm balancing it on right now. All right, bye. All right, guys, so I'm just making my pre real quick and then heading to Shred's gym to film with Daniel. So I wanted to show you guys what I actually mix into my pre-workout right now, the whole stack, the whole combo, because as most of you guys know, I do get a little ridiculous with my supplements, but you know, it works for me and I like it. So I'm gonna show you what I do. All right.
I just don't understand anymore. I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my life away. I just don't understand.
Can I have some? Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm blue face on a Tuesday. Can I have some? Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm blue face on a Tuesday. Can I have some? Blue dream by the 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 bouquet till I'm blue face on a Tuesday. Can I have some? Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm blue face on a Tuesday. Can I have some? Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm blue face on a Tuesday. Can I have some? Blue dream by the blue dream by the blue dream by the blue dream by the blue dream.
hopefully you enjoyed that edit. And Daniel and I decided to go grab some Persian food. So we just got over here to Bahar Restaurant. Ridiculously good food. So I'm excited. I'll show you what I get. That's a fun one. Yeah, come on.
What's the verdict?
Very like veggie and bean. This one you said is pomegranate?
That one's my favorite. Yeah, that's Fess in June. So it's like pomegranate.
That one's good.
Yeah. That's the last one. It's which one is that? It's Game Bottom June. So it's like a lentil eggplant thing.
That one's not my favorite. I like the pomegranate one best, then that one for sure, and then probably gonna avoid that one.
Yeah.
A little much.
It's all good.
We'll mix it in.
Chicken kubi day.
Oh yeah.
Tahdig. Beef kubi day.
I'm so stuffed right now, but that was delicious. All right, let's go. I just stopped at Albertsons to grab some supplements because I've gotten those like basic vitamins and minerals, and you saw the things that I get. I've been getting those from Albertsons for years, and they always have stupidly cheap prices, so I trust it for the most part. And the compounds themselves that I'm using, that I just grabbed, wow, that was way off my face. Anything you have to worry about anyways, it's they're generally pretty safe, and they're hard to screw up, except for iron. Iron is something that you have to be careful about the one that you choose, and the reason I go with the gentle iron is just because iron is known to constipate you. So gentle iron is a little bit better, and I mean, if you notice any of that stuff and you need the iron, I have two possible solutions for you. There's something called Floridex, which is basically an iron supplement that is liquid, and it comes straight from raisins, and it's incredibly good for you and keeps things moving properly. I'm sure there are other raisin-based or natural food-based iron supplements that you can find. They tend to be a little expensive, but they work and they're the best for you. The other option is basically just to supplement with some sort of a daily use fiber supplement, something that maybe you take right before bed every night, and it helps things flow, if you know what I mean. So that's all I did, just grabbed some vitamins and minerals, and cinnamon with chromium picolinate is one of my all-time favorite kind of fat loss hacks, because it regulates your blood sugar, and if you regulate your blood sugar, you basically shuttle the nutrients properly, either to muscle or away from fat, things like that. And yeah, been one of my go-tos for a very, very long time, because I used to have major blood sugar fluctuations that were just crazy, and this has really helped stabilize me. I'm gonna go inside right now. It's about 4:50 in the afternoon. I have quite a bit of work to do right now. All right, see ya. All right, so a friend brought it to my attention that I don't actually discuss business very much on the channel. I don't know why. It's not intentional. I don't really do it. It's very strange. But I'm going to try to start incorporating that a lot more, just so you guys can kind of see more of the behind the scenes of the actual brand. It started out early on. I was much more vocal about it. I was showing you guys a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but with everything going on and just with life, how it's gotten, I've kind of like had the content based on fitness and bodybuilding.com and nutrition and all that stuff, rather than focusing on the actual business, which is my entire life. So I walked up to the door and I had a full shipment of FlexPro meals and a box that I was very happy to see. It came a few days earlier than I expected, and we actually just got our restock of crop hoodies. All right, so here's what we got. I'll show you that in a second. It's just a sample. So we got fully restocked on the Tomahawk crop hoodies, and we also added a few little surprises. So the color you were just looking at was the new charcoal color that we added. So now we have black, charcoal, and heather gray. And then we added my favorite, burgundy. So we have 4 total colors of the crop hoodies, 2 brand new colors, fully restocked. Hopefully everyone who wanted them will be able to get them during the release. Hopefully we'll still have some available for a few weeks afterwards as well. I just hate when people are so disappointed that something sold out. Like the amount of direct messages that me, Stace, and Paige got from the last crop hoodie release where I told you guys that we sold out in 26 minutes. The amount of people who were just incredibly disappointed about that really kind of like made me sad. So I made sure to order a whole lot more this time. So I hope you guys can get your hands on them. Hopefully we will prepare you, let you know with plenty of time when they're gonna drop so that you guys can be prepared and actually get them. Because last time there were so many people who were either at the gym, at work, someone was on like a field trip, someone was like on a boat. We got a total of like 200 DMs about it, and it was kind of disappointing, but I think we did it right this time. So then the other thing I wanted to show you, if you guys remember the DDFT scoop cutoffs we came out with, this is that same garment cut with a different and, to be honest, improved quality French terry fabric. And it's actually, there's a little bit more weight to it than the last one, but it feels absolutely incredible. I think that it's gonna hold up a lot better, less pilling, and yeah, and they just threw our logo on there for the sample just to give us a little taste. The bottom seam is actually much cleaner. I know you guys probably don't care about that stuff, but that's the stuff I look at. Seams and the fabric itself and the material makeup, all that. So, all right. I didn't do anything else exciting, but I just wanted to close out this video, let you know I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right.
I just don't understand it. No, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my life away. I just don't understand it.